So, God, this feels weird.
It's not weird. Just be you.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Book Club for Movies. As I say, every week we're doing something different because I never know what we're doing. But today you can see I have a guest with me. I've got my good friend Ben.
Hello, world.
And we did something that I've been wanting to do for forever. We saw a movie together, and we're just going to talk about it. Now, thankfully, you live close to this theater.
Yes.
So it's not been a long drive. It was an 8-minute drive from the theater.
Very convenient.
But what we normally do is we'll share our thoughts as the credits are rolling or as we're walking out of the parking lot.
Live, if you will.
And we made it through the door, and you looked at me and said, "Well, what's new with you? Since we can't talk about the movie yet."
Right. We got out of the theater, and it's like, okay, well, we can't share anything yet.
Right.
So, okay, don't say anything at all. And so having known you for 20 years, we have a nice, quiet car ride home.
Yes.
Can't talk about the movie.
Can't talk about the movie. So we just left the theater probably 20 minutes ago. So we haven't talked about anything relating to this movie yet. Now we're gonna start out and try to keep it spoiler free to start. But if we end up dipping into spoiler territory, if I remember, since I'm me editing this,
yes,
put the time code somewhere.
We will make it happen.
So we just walked out of A24's The Backrooms.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Now, to start off with, what are your overall thoughts on what we just saw?
Well, it was way more psychological than I was expecting. I had seen the original short when it came out on YouTube many moons ago. How long ago was that?
2022.
In 22, so not as many moons as I thought. I remembered being a child, but I am not that young. But so it was very psychological. I expected it to be found footage, which it was pseudo. It was sort of a modern take on that concept.
I kind of appreciate it. I was much like you. I thought I was expecting the whole movie to be found footage, since that was the original format of the short. And I really liked how they were able to interpret the found footage within the barriers of a regular movie. Yeah,
it made it feel very modern because found footage movies can feel sort of hackneyed anymore. It's been done a lot, which is great. But it was nice to see sort of a fresh spin on that, where it has elements of that, but they're not bound to it.
Yes, I will say I'm very downright envious of this filmmaker, Kane Parsons, who somehow directed. I saw this weekend. This is A24's most successful movie ever.
Is that right?
In 1 week,
wow.
It blew past Marty Supreme's record, which took 35 days.
Okay.
From what I saw.
No kidding. And that was the previous?
That was their previous highest grossing film
ever. Wow.
And I saw where he was talking about how everybody else in his class was figuring out college applications, and he was having heated negotiations with like Atomic Monster and Universal Studios.
Right.
It's like, that's
hard to imagine.
Hard to imagine.
So props to that.
Yes. So before we get any bit more detailed,
yes,
would you recommend this movie?
I would recommend it. I would frankly probably recommend it in general because it was a concept, almost high concept, but not too high. There were a few moments where I thought, oh, is this turning from a movie into a film?
Right.
But it didn't quite get heady. It was just kind of thought-provoking. And at the same time, it's a horror movie, I guess.
Absolutely.
But it's not grisly. It's not too much.
No.
So would I take my mom to see it? Probably not. Right. But in general, it's pretty palatable.
Yeah.
I think for this kind of a movie.
I genuinely, this is leading where stuff notes I wrote down before our discussion. I was worried because this is the first A24 movie I have seen in a theater.
Oh, okay.
And this is I had to do research.
Yeah.
To figure out what this is, and this is either my 5th or my 6th A24 movie overall.
Oh, okay.
And I would say this feels like, for somebody who doesn't normally watch A24 films or I guess the term is appreciate.
Okay. So it's a personal thing.
Since they're a little bit more arty than I tend to watch.
More intense, yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Ben gets to watch all the movies that my wife shoots down.
Yes.
So
I'm very privileged.
Ben normally gets to watch his A24 films. He's seen a lot more than I have.
Mm-hmm.
And then I come over with a stack that has movies with monkeys that kill people.
Yes,
or
much more killer animals.
Yes, killer animals, or on the opposite side, he gets the interpersonal dramas about human suffering that my wife has no interest in.
Do you want to talk about the percentage of fun requirement?
They has to be 110% fun.
Yes, or at least more than zero. I remember because you came over and we saw Killers of the Flower Moon.
I've not seen Killers of the Flower Moon.
What was it? It was Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Killing of a Sacred Deer.
We'll cut that. We came over and watched. You came over and watched Killing of a Sacred Deer.
When I watched Killing of a Sacred Deer, which is one of the A24 movies that I have seen.
Yes.
And I watched that with you and your friend, and that was a miserable experience for multiple reasons. One, the movie is miserable. It's designed to be miserable.
Yes, by design.
But if you remember, we also watched it on Tubi.
Oh.
So there was an ad every 30 minutes
to add to the misery.
And so before it would get to the ad every 3 to 5 minutes, there would be a 30-second countdown. So I would be just completely in misery in this film that's designed to just make you feel outright terrible the entire time. And then the counter would come, and then I would get taken out of it as we'd have an ad for like body shampoo or whatever, and then it would just cut back. It's a Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Yeah, but so that percentage of fun, every time you and your wife watch a movie, there has to be at least some percentage of fun.
I have to be able to sell her on it.
Yes.
If I can't pitch her in a way that makes the movie sound fun, it goes out of the stack immediately.
Not going to happen. Just straight into the Ben pile.
Yes.
Usually.
So as somebody who does not typically watch this fare, I would also, just from the beginning, I would recommend this to general audiences who enjoy horror. Yeah. Because it is a slow burn, but I really did enjoy the character building that happened. It's not like it's one of those movies where you get the opening stinger and then you have an hour of nothing happening, and then we call it a slow burn because we like the last half hour. This one was, it genuinely had me gripped, and I would rate this. For me personally speaking, I would rate this a low 4 out of 5. What would you rate it?
I'm pretty close, really. Out of 5, I would probably be around a 4. It wasn't incredible, but it was really quite good, I thought.
Especially to see a first time director get these performances out of actors. Yes. I mean, I think a terrible director could get a half decent performance out of Chiwetel Ejiofor. Yeah. Because if I'm being said you get to make your movie, he's on my short list for like, I can just let him go.
He can do it.
And he can do it.
He's got it.
He can do it because he's you can just cut in, you can just splice in. I won't because I don't want to see that movie again. But you could just mentally splice in any of his performances from 12 Years a Slave or even a terrible movie. Like,
Does he have any terrible movies?
Well, I host a show called Book Club for Movies, so I remember these things.
That's true.
But he's really good in 2012.
Is that a fact?
A movie that is downright terrible.
You're right,
He's not the main character. No. But he's really good at it in his role.
Okay. I'd forgotten he was in that.
My favorite movie with Chiwetel Ejiofor is called Z for Zachariah.
Okay.
Are you familiar with this?
No, I'm not.
Okay. So basically the premise for Z for Zachariah is that there has been a world-ending event. Okay. And Chiwetel thinks he's the last person alive.
Oh, okay.
So it's just following him trying to survive and try to figure out what he's going to do.
Interesting.
And then he bumps into another survivor.
Oh, I see.
Played by Margot Robbie.
Okay.
And he's trying to like do his best while also not being like weird or creepy, because for all they know they're the last survivors.
Right.
And then it turns into a horror movie for me. Somebody who finds themselves schlubby is you're the last man and possibly the last woman on Earth. And then Chris Pine shows up.
Oh no!
And then you're like,
Nightmare.
oh no!
This is horrible. I can get.
I had a shot with Margot Robbie.
Right.
And then here comes Chris Pine.
Bummer.
So, trying to get back on track.
Yeah. Why do we start?
I don't, because Chiwetel is
Chiwetel,
excellent performer,
incredible performance in Backrooms.
Yes. I would say this movie is less scary than Obsession. This movie is definitely, because Obsession, rattled me to my core, and it's not like this movie doesn't have very disturbing imagery, because this movie is more like stumbling into a nightmare. You're not in the nightmare the whole time like you are for Obsession. It's more like, it's almost like Nightmare on Elm Street, where it's very dreamlike, and you kind of stumble into something. You weren't there at the beginning.
Right.
You may not be there at the end, but that middle you're there for is really weird and unsettling. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's true. And part of that surreality is part of the horror. It's part of the feel of this movie, that it's almost optional.
Yeah.
You kind of opt into this horrific dream-like area, and then for a lot of the movie you're able to leave.
You're able to leave. We check out.
Yeah.
We check out of the Backrooms for quite a while.
Yes.
And then we get the more typical A24, this is what, this is the human story.
Oh, yes.
Separate from the premise we've pitched you.
Right.
But it's done very well.
It is. It's a lot of flashback. I mean, it's not even really a B plot.
No.
It's just some other elements of the same narrative.
It's like a quick vertical slice. It's like it's like getting a Google notification that like, here's the photo from this day, and then you look at that photo, and then immediately you're back in where you are the day.
Right. Yes.
And that's where it took me a minute to kind of figure out where those fit in.
Right.
But again, I wholeheartedly recommend this movie. I believe this might be sliding into 4th place overall for me for the year.
Okay.
I'll double check that and update that by the end of this video. I'll pull out my phone and do some hard tracking. But just walking out, I think this might be my 4th favorite movie of the year so far. But that's not a knock against it. That's very, very much recommend this movie. If it sounds interesting to you at all, you may have already seen it based on how well it's done at the box office.
Yes.
If it continues to do well, it may be a while before you have the ability to stream it. Because that's what happened with Obsession. They had slated a digital release date and a Blu-ray release date for Obsession, and then Obsession has continued to stay in the top 3, top 4.
Right.
So they just canceled the digital release. Nobody knows when that movie is coming out on streaming or on disc, because they're like, it keeps making 12 to 30 million a weekend. You need to see this, so we're gonna keep allowing you to pay for it.
Another phenomenon by a very young director. If only.
If anybody's watching this that has any pull, I've got about 5 ideas that are bookmarked in my head, that if I'm ever in an elevator with Jason Blum, I've got 5 things, and they're 5 different tiers of what we want to do. We got marketable crap, and I've got something that's like very downright bone chilling based on true events.
We're good.
But I'm not selling that. I'm not letting anybody take my idea from me.
No. Not unless we're in an elevator.
Yes, I will. If I ever find myself in an elevator with Jason Blum, I'm doing the thing where you like pull the fire thing, and I'm like, I need 5 minutes of your time. I never thought this would happen.
I am not crazy.
I am crazy, because this is not a Blumhouse movie.
You're right.
It has the Atomic Monster logo.
And James Wan is a producer.
Atomic Monster is James Wan's production company, which merged with Blumhouse.
Oh, is that right?
So they're like the same they're basically they're like sub brands of each other.
Oh, I see.
Where it's like if James Wan is more involved with it, it becomes Atomic Monster.
Oh, okay.
If Jason's more involved with it, it becomes Blumhouse.
Gotcha.
So they're cleaning shop this year.
It seems that way.
I mean, I saw the trailer for Insidious 5 or 6 before Obsession.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this looks terrible. So
Surely.
like, maybe they'll fall off a cliff again, but
I don't know. They're having a lot of luck, like you said.
Genuinely enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where I will put in the time code for if you want to see this movie and not be spoiled. You can jump to this time code to pick up the stats that only I care about.
Mm-hmm.
How much I spent on the movie, how much I've spent on concessions, how much is left on my gift card.
The facts.
Mm-hmm. my to make my life easier for when I do my year end year at the movies video.
Mm-hmm.
But you can go ahead and skip to that here. And now my good friend and I are going to talk about the movie that we saw in much more detail.
With spoilers.
Mm-hmm. So, I'll say from the jump, I was kind of shocked that Chiwetel was not the main character.
That was interesting.
That was a really good bait and switch because I've never seen this woman before.
No idea who she is.
Never seen her before, and when he's presumed dead and we cut back to her,
right?
That's when those flashes start to make more sense.
Yes.
Where I'm like, he's entered her life. She's the main character.
Right.
We just get to have these little glimpses into what he's experiencing. Because when the movie opened with that great shot of the mother and daughter putting their hands in the concrete,
right, and
then it just hard cuts and composes the rubble getting dropped on top of that same spot.
Oh yeah.
Where I thought we were going was with those flashes because they were so quick. I thought that maybe she was the mother.
You can't really tell
until that. About mid flashback, the next time we flash back, I thought maybe she was the mother and maybe him discovering the back rooms because we see her with the hand cement.
Right.
I thought maybe the movie was going to tell us that she's fallen on hard times because she had a child and that child disappeared.
Okay.
And, her life fell apart because, maybe there was a horrible, custody battle and then the child goes missing.
Child had passed away.
Because she's some level of successful since she's a therapist and also has her cassette tape therapy program.
Oh, right. She's got a few different avenues.
She's got a few different avenues, but it also shows us that she's doing therapy at home.
Yeah, that's true.
In an almost like cross between an apartment complex and a trailer park. It's one level, but they're freestanding buildings.
Yeah, it seems like she's doing fine.
She's doing fine.
But it's not like she's at complete odds with Chiwetel's character's situation. She's not in the best straits either.
And I think the movie does a great job at making you think that he's the main character, because if the movie wants you to know from the outset that she's the main character, we would see other patients.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? That's when it hit me where it's like, for all we know, she has a full caseload.
Right.
But also, for all we know, he might be her only patient at this point.
It's true.
Because she's not doing swimmingly.
Yeah, right.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I definitely... I mean, you just kind of assume that Chiwetel's character is the main character because, of course, he's a huge name actor. And the story is following him really up until the third act, it seemed.
Yeah.
When, of course, the
found footage ends.
Right, and you have the huge climax, the dramatic climax of the film. I guess we're in spoilers.
Oh, yeah,
so,
we're deep into spoilers at this point.
So when Chiwetel's character what was his name? Clark.
Clark.
When Clark is killed, presumed dead,
Right.
as you said. Up until that point, that's really when it switches, and all of a sudden, okay, we realize, well, we need to be paying attention to this lady now.
Right.
Which was really pretty interesting. Like you said, it was a good bait and switch.
And I think that's also that bait and switch is played off well again with Chiwetel is the only recognizable actor for about 90% of the movie.
Yes.
When I got a little bit spoiled because there was some internet controversy around this movie.
Okay.
Where somebody tweeted out that they said there's no way that Kane Parsons directed this movie.
Oh, okay.
There's no way that he must be like a figurehead.
Oh, like
because
a ghost. There's a ghost director.
Right. What studio is going to trust millions of dollars to a teenager to make their like flagship horror film for the year?
Yeah, right.
And Mark Duplass said, well, he was the only one on set when I was there, and he did a great job. So I'm like, Mark Duplass is in this movie?
Gotcha.
And when Mark Duplass shows up, I'm like, I forgot you were in this movie.
Yeah, they do it well. I mean, it's partway through the film, you see like a glimpse of him.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite little blip of this movie is where it's when we cut back to him the second time.
Yes.
When he's making the popcorn to like watch the movie.
Oh, right.
I think is that Poltergeist on the TV?
You may be right. I couldn't identify it.
I couldn't place it.
That seems right.
I've also not seen Poltergeist.
That doesn't help.
Add the ding over here for a movie that I talk about but I haven't seen.
Mm-hmm.
But when it cuts to the furniture store ad,
right,
and you see him like
yes,
perk up, I'm like, oh,
you start to connect the dots.
It's like that's like okay, so they've not figured out who Clark is yet.
Right.
They just know of him as this guy who has somehow appeared in the Backrooms.
Well, what I thought in that scene was that he was recognizing the building. Because. Of course,
some things have duplicated that he's recognized.
Right. Well, and it seems like when the revelation is coming about at the end of the movie, the final room before you get into the office, for lack of a better word, is the furniture store.
Right.
And so, I think that when he's laying in bed, he's recognizing, he's in that building.
Yeah. And if anybody can, I mean, Mark Duplass, there's gonna be another ding. I still need to see Creep.
Oh, okay.
I still need to see.
Yes.
I still need to see his low budget entries in horror.
Right.
I'm much more familiar with him as an actor than I am as a director.
Okay.
But I'm also, he's only in the movie for maybe 3 minutes.
Not long.
But you can feel the direction in his performance.
Oh, sure.
Of him, because it's not like I've ever been on a film set, but I feel like almost when you watch these movies, you can tell who's operating at a different level because they've also made films.
Oh, okay.
So for him to also be a director and take direction.
Okay, yeah, like he can see both sides of it.
He can see both sides, and
sure.
that plays into his. I'd say that plays into his performance.
He does command that role very well, but really, I mean, there aren't any.
No, there's no bad performances.
There aren't any, and I mean, there's a total of 5, maybe 6 actors.
Yeah, there might be a total of 10 people on screen.
Yeah, for the whole course of the movie.
Maybe 12 if you count the horrific apparition copies of other people.
Mm-hmm.
Those are going to stay with me for a while.
They were very well done.
And it's almost like this movie is despite being set in 1990. Which I love that they never explicitly say. Because there are movies where it almost feels like you're watching Back to the Future, and they just have to keep telling you the date.
Yes, right.
You're like,
I can't believe it's 1985.
I hope this is done by October 3rd, 1987, or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just you just get little blips, like just on like the opening file footage,
date stamps in the corner,
the date stamps in the corner of the CCTV, stuff like that, and it just lets you know this is all happening in 1990.
Well, and really, I mean, it's that to put it it so boldly, but also the furniture and the fashion.
The furniture,
which
yes.
is very,
yes.
for people our age, it's nostalgic.
Yes.
Which I wondered as we were watching it if that wasn't part of the appeal, because it feels sort of comfortingly retro.
Absolutely.
The whole vibe of this movie.
We don't have to question if cell phones work in the back rooms.
Yeah, right.
Because they don't exist.
Exactly.
It's just already, we can just throw that aside. Because I was wondering, because I left this out. I tried to dress up as Wendigoon for this video, and this was the most Wendigoon shirt I had.
Yes.
I tried to watch his video explaining the YouTube series about a month ago.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't follow any of it then, and I didn't rewatch it now.
He's trying to explain the lore?
He's explaining the lore of the YouTube series.
Gotcha.
Because this movie is concurrently canon with the YouTube series.
Oh, okay.
And the YouTube series is canon with this movie.
Right.
But I believe the YouTube series takes place over the span of years after this movie has taken place.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but this movie is like a part of that narrative that was missing.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's not like Chiwetel showed up in the show.
Right.
But I was trying to track where we were, because when the movie opens with the file footage from June whatever 1990, and then we cut to the furniture store.
Yeah.
My first guess was, because I had no idea going in this movie was set in the 90s.
Oh, right.
For all I knew, this was contemporary.
That's what I thought too.
And so when the guy shows up in the opening scene where they're filming another attempt at the furniture store commercial, and I see he's wearing an End Apartheid shirt.
Oh, right.
It's like that. For all I know, that's the vintage shirt that he bought.
Oh,
as
sure.
opposed to, we should actually. It's going on right now. We need to end apartheid.
Yeah, right. Didn't consider my thoughts on apartheid when I went into this movie.
No, but it was that when we get to the scene where the therapist, Mary, gets into the back rooms.
Yes.
And you can see he's moved everything out that he can.
Oh, right.
Going back to this movie being like the anti-generative AI movie, despite being set in 1990, just having all of the text from the back rooms be not just reversed, but like in a way where if you look at it quickly, it looks right. But if you look at it for any more than 2 seconds, like the no credit banner in the opening file footage, it took me a couple seconds to be like, that's not mirrored, that's not reversed, that's just wrong. But part of my brain clocks it as being fine.
Yeah, and that's part of the production that just makes it feel so expensive. Like so much work was put into this movie because there's so many shots, and we need to just talk about the cinematography.
Absolutely.
But there are so many shots, like you say, with the signage.
Yes.
Where you really have to look hard.
You have to think
to kind of parse what you're seeing. I mean, and like you said, it is kind of like a generative AI sort of problem. And you mentioned the monsters, the other characters. It's kind of a similar vibe.
Right.
It's just
too many eyes, too many fingers, faces repeating along the same face.
Right.
That's what's going to stay with me, as much as the horrible apparition of Captain Clark.
Yes.
That is in a movie full of horrific elements. That is it makes you wonder, when did the Thing become Captain Clark?
Right, yeah, because in the beginning, in the opening stinger, it does not appear to be that. I'm not positive in hindsight, but
I'd have to see it. I'd have to bump up the gamma to see, has it decided to be Captain Clark yet? Because we also don't know when did it start to copy X environment.
Yeah, you're right.
Because the movie leaves so much to the imagination. I'm not saying I need an answer. If anything, I kind of love that there's not a direct answer.
It's ambiguous.
To when did it start to connect to the furniture store?
Right.
Start to copy the furniture store.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why it would have copied Captain Clark in the way that it copied Captain Clark.
Yes.
Because even when the only time we see him wearing the full captain getup with the peg leg is in the failed furniture store commercial.
The commercials,
that we can assume doesn't go to air.
Oh, true, yeah.
So if it's copying something, I don't know how it's able to copy some visage of Clark, and not keep his leg folded up for the crappy peg leg.
Right, it goes full horror movie monster.
It just goes full horror movie monster. He's too tall.
Right.
He's too wide.
Right.
When she shows up and we see, because that was my first thought, is of course as the audience we assume Clark is dead.
Yes.
Because everybody we've seen die horribly.
Right.
And I was almost wondering if the Backrooms needed him.
Okay.
If he was going to be some key to keeping it making sense, or maybe assisting whatever entity is making the Backrooms.
Yeah,
because it's kept repeated that he's an architect, or that he wants to become an architect, and he's just stuck selling bad furniture.
Yeah.
I was wondering if almost the entity or whatever, before we saw that it was Captain Clark, that it was going to almost inspire him to, I can make this make sense.
Okay.
I can bring order into this. We can rearrange. And then when she shows up to the wall where he's painting his notes, and it says "tables don't bleed," and I said, "What's that?" And then you see this giant shadow man painted on the wall with a pirate hat.
Oh yeah,
and we see him like lifting somebody up, like he's about to eat them. But then right above that, you see a window with rain coming in.
Right.
I'm like, what is that? And you see the paint buckets.
Yes.
And then when you just hear Clark.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, so this isn't going to be Clark. It's going to... Because when he's assumed dead, the next thing we see is a call being made to the therapist.
Oh, right. From him.
From Clark. And I was almost wondering if it had reached the point where it was modeling human language and being able to put enough together, like when people talk about skinwalkers, and skinwalkers are only able to replicate the last things they heard.
So
if you ever encounter a skinwalker, it might just scream bloody murder at you and say, don't kill me, as it's trying to kill you.
Yeah, that's true. We don't ever see anything from the back rooms actively affect something outside of the back rooms.
Right.
So hard to know, but that was part of the kind of curiosity that didn't really get fully uncovered, is that Clark was able to ostensibly leave the back rooms and call his therapist and say, forget about it.
Don't come here.
Don't come here. But then he was back in and completely subjugated.
Right.
In kind of an interesting way.
Yeah, he's gone mad. In a way, in the way you're always terrified, where you're like, you reach that resonant frequency in madness, where you're like, everything makes perfect sense now.
Yes, as he's surrounded by these horrible creatures.
As he's ripped open this man's chest.
Right.
And I was fully, and again, this is me, and I watch bad movies, but I was expecting almost like a horrific scene of him eating the foam and saying like tastes like chicken or something, because that's what I'm wondering. I'm like, he's able to sustain himself.
That's true.
For all we know, he's been here
weeks,
because we don't know the timeline between when the other people die in the found footage and when he calls the therapist and the therapist, because we see that there's pile up of mail under the door.
Oh, that's true. So he has been there for at least days.
It's been at least a couple days.
And I wondered that as he was getting deeper and deeper into the back rooms when he was first exploring, is he's going to be here for a long time. How is he going to eat?
Right.
And so, I mean, we don't actually see him eating this man's belly foam.
We don't see him eat the cologne foam.
No.
But it
like something out of My Strange Addiction or something. It's
more horrifying for it to be less visceral.
Oh, for sure.
For
Because it's not what you expect.
to just see white foam and like just some white stickiness from where he pulls it from.
Right. Out of this man's tummy, which has an eyeball for a belly button.
Has an eyeball for a belly button, and then the collar of his shirt is over here.
Yep.
But it's over the shirt itself. There's no hole there.
Right. Like many things in the Backrooms, it's just kind of angled in there.
I was surprised I didn't laugh harder. I chuckled when he asked the woman behind him to turn the lights on,
right.
and he said, "I've done this several times.
Yeah,
it never goes any better. Like she never does
like
it.
He's just completely lost it. I thought that whole scene was it was almost maybe a homage to the dinner table scene in Texas Chainsaw.
Very, very, very similar play. Yes, except nobody in the room is horrified. Because when what we now know as Captain Clark starts to come closer to that room, and we see the female apparition clone start to run screaming into the corner.
Right.
I don't know what's showing
good.
up, but
Right.
if they're unable to do basic commands, but they're horrified of this thing.
That's true.
I don't want to know what that is.
That's true, and it's kind of an interesting thing, and I think that's part of why, like, I don't rate this movie higher is because there are lots of things, and this is kind of a quandary with the Backrooms just as a concept.
Right.
It's just inexplicable.
Right.
It just is that way. It's ambiguous.
Right.
Because you wonder, there was a previous scene which was also done very well, like pretty much every scene in this movie.
Yeah.
Where the red-haired woman clone lady.
Right.
Is the horrible thing coming out of the shadows.
Yes, absolutely.
That's the scare.
Absolutely.
And then you see later in the dinner table scene where
Right.
she's passive in the background and you're gathering more information about what these characters are.
Right.
And then, like you say, when Captain Clark shows up and he is horrifying at least this one other scary lady.
Right.
You wonder, what's the hierarchy here? How is it that this one malformation of a real person is horrible and will actually murder you?
Correct.
And these other ones are just completely passive.
That's kind of, and I feel like that's going to be a shared complaint I have about any A24 film that I see.
Oh, okay.
Is that I might be too stupid to watch this movie.
Oh, true,
or
yeah.
I'm just like watching it and just like, I need you to explain to me how he's able to communicate with the beings.
Oh, right, yeah. How does he coexist?
Because now that we know it's Captain Clark, when we just see, because in the previous scene where the found footage ends, we just see that he picks the being known as Captain Clark picks up the camera, and the camera becomes 9 feet tall.
Yeah,
and then the footage cuts.
Right.
What we're able to parse together in the aftermath is that his assistant manager was killed by either Captain Clark or one of the other beings.
Okay, yeah.
But for some reason, he's keeping her head in a fridge. I don't know why.
Oh, that's
he
true.
would feel the need to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, did he kill her because she was trying to leave? And then when Captain Clark shows up and he's like, "This is okay, it's Mary, our therapist," I'm like, he's completely insane, but also it hasn't killed him yet.
Right, and so why did it kill his two employees?
Right. How are they resonating? Is the copy able to pick up enough cognition that he recognizes the original version of himself?
Right.
And that's when, he says, our therapist says we don't have to change.
He doesn't like that.
Is that when he's just, and then he eats Chiwetel
yes,
Ejiofor?
he eats him.
That was terrifying.
It was done very well
because to see a head that's 3 times the size it should be just open and go right in there.
It was very good, and you don't know at first if he's going for an embrace.
It
looks almost loving, and then you hear the chomp.
A whisper or something. Yeah.
Yes, it was done very well. That whole scene was very eerie.
And the ending, because again, I don't know if they've said anything about a sequel.
Oh God, I know.
I don't know if they're just gonna if Kane will just pick up for the next round of videos he makes.
So he's actively making videos like for YouTube?
He's made a series of Backrooms videos.
Right.
And he's also made 2 other ongoing series.
Okay, and they're currently in 2026 ongoing.
He's not made one in a while.
Oh,
but
okay.
For all we know, he's going to drop more episodes of his other series.
Okay.
Because when he announced the Backrooms movie, he still released more Backrooms videos.
Oh, okay.
So there are more shorts out there.
Interesting.
The movie does not touch on some of the elements I do remember vaguely from the videos. Is there's like some sort of black mold that spreads on organic matter in the back rooms.
Oh, okay.
And that's why as more and more people go in there, they have to wear the like hazmats.
Oh, I see.
Because they're starting to cough up black mold.
Gotcha. Okay. So maybe it's kind of referenced in the movie, but not directly.
If they make another one, I'm definitely there for it. I do feel like I'm not satisfied with this movie's resolution.
Yeah.
I think maybe if this was its own thing, just entirely disconnected from anything else, I could understand where we end. But I'm left wanting more in a good way.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Because we don't know if she's going to be released. We don't know if she's had a mental break there at the end when we start to hear the music and she kind of just goes glassy-eyed like the mom in the institution.
Yes, you feel that, okay, she's starting to understand her problems, her role, and what she's been going through personally throughout the movie.
And we also see the more recent copies that were made there in the last, ending 10 seconds of it's now not only copied where her home used to be, but it's copied it at the recent point where it was destroyed.
Yes,
so it's
true.
It's a recent expansion. It's not the freestanding pre-destroyed version of the house.
Yeah, well, and there's a line somewhere in the movie that makes it sound like it's always everywhere that ever was.
Correct.
So, and there's that great scene where it shows her house as it was when she was a child, and you're going through the floor, level by level, and it's sort of devolving.
Right, it's like a Xerox of itself.
Yes, until it literally just looks like any other room in the back rooms, but all of those rooms exist.
All of those rooms
in the back rooms.
That was what they used in the original trailer for the movie.
Oh, really?
Just the descending shots.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And that's when I remembered that I had seen that before.
Oh,
because I was like, what a great way to market this movie.
Totally.
And then to see that in the movie itself, it's like it doesn't detract from I've already seen this in the trailer.
Yeah, right.
I did see the trailer for this. I broke my rule. I saw the trailer because originally I had no interest in seeing this movie.
I didn't either.
I kind of liked that it was this whole freestanding YouTube thing. And then, again, I'm not normally the biggest fan of A24. So it wasn't like it wasn't on my radar. It wasn't on my membership tracker because if you pay for A24 monthly, you get free tickets to every A24 movie.
Oh, is that right?
So they just they just mail you tickets and they're just good for
by mail.
Yeah, good for you to go see whatever.
Okay.
By A24.
That's interesting.
And so it was just it's not normally my thing. And I saw the trailer. And we had this conversation when the trailer came out when I was like, did you see this? Did you see they're making the YouTube thing into a movie?
Right.
And even then we're just I don't really have any interest in it.
Yeah, I really couldn't imagine what they were going to do with this premise because it feels kind of open and closed. I mean, a YouTube short based off of a 4chan post. Right. Based off of a photo.
Based off of
a
photo, yeah.
And you think, okay, so... And like I said, I've seen the original short, but you think, okay, so it's a creepy looking place.
Right.
And there's something in there.
Yeah.
It's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
How are they gonna make a feature-length film out of that?
How can they make a story that's as satisfying and interesting as a 6-minute short?
Yeah,
without feeling tacked on. And I think they did that successfully.
I would say so too. I was really quite impressed by it. I thought the personal story beats outside of the Backrooms concept were done very well. I think that it kind of fell into what I expected because, like you said, the ending was very ambiguous.
Right.
There is no really open and shut case here.
There's no bow here.
There's no bow. There are these kind of these unanswered questions that you kind of feel like, okay, is there an answer to this?
Right.
Maybe there is. I could be an ignoramus. But
I'm not gonna rewatch the Wendigoon video.
No, I think you're good on that.
I'm too stupid for A24, but I also, even though I watch long form content, I can't be mentally acute for a 3.5 hour explanation of all of the lore in the Backrooms universe.
Yeah, it seems intense.
I was so worried at that original shot of the ending where you start to see, like, right as she breaks and you see the things being copied. I was wondering if she hadn't actually made it out.
Oh, okay.
And
we
were just gonna see her like her mom in the institution, just like glassy-eyed in a random chair.
Oh, sure.
But then to see there's now a copy of her in the back rooms.
Right. Her specifically when she's younger, which is kind of interesting.
Her specifically in that room that he's questioning her in. But he's not there.
Yeah.
Which makes me think maybe he's never been there.
It's true.
Because
that would certainly make sense.
There are a couple questions that I have that, again, I may not be vibing at the same wavelength that somebody who's maybe more cultured would, like a typical A24 person.
Oh, okay.
Because when they introduce that fly.
Oh, right.
When they introduce the fly before she goes in, when we get to Clark showing up in that scene, the fly goes to her.
Yes, I did see that.
It does not interact with him.
That's true.
In any way, which makes me wonder if you're here long enough, do you have to interact with the Backrooms for it to make something of you?
Oh, that's possible.
And once it's copied you, have you lost some form of your humanity?
Ah, okay, that's a good thought. Yeah,
because I was almost wondering in that scene where she wakes up after he's knocked her out.
Right.
Your great observation of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre dinner scene is, I was almost wondering if the redhead was an apparition of his wife.
Yeah.
And maybe that when they do the take on the role playing again.
Yeah.
I was wondering if he was just going to outright admitting to have killing her that night.
Oh, okay.
Because when we see him drive by his house, or his
house that his ex-wife lives in.
And we don't see any signs of life.
It's true.
There's no lights on.
That's a good point.
So I was wondering if, he was going to reenact what actually happened that night.
That would have been interesting, yeah.
And then, Captain Clark shows up, and
and he upsets
the balance of what was going to happen.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I wonder if there was anything in mind for that, because that does seem to fit together very well.
Because they go through the exact thing again, except he's much more angrier, and there's much more intention with the knife.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking he killed her that night. Is my thought. Now this fly buzzing around is not I'm not that talented. There's a little like gnat flying around me occasionally.
We put that in post.
Ben has lost his humanity being on this channel.
Yeah, right. It is yellow in here.
Yes. I genuinely I am so excited to see new ideas do well.
Yes.
Especially in the horror space.
For sure.
Because I am so sick and tired of it being a ghost
or
a demon.
Another exorcism.
Right. You mean to tell me that I could just no-clip through somewhere?
Right.
And that's my new horror, is that I'm stuck with. Because originally, Originally, before Ben said he was interested in seeing this movie with me, I was going to see this at my Dead Mall theater. Because I said, where else better to see the liminal space horror film than a Dead Mall?
Very true.
But we ended up getting to see it at a nice theater, which worked out because
You're right.
even though the AC was not on in that theater, it was still very comfortable seating.
It was a nice theater, yeah.
It is a very nice theater. And that's reflected in the cost of some of these things.
That's true.
When we get back to that. But I would
stay until the end.
Again, I say overall, this is definitely one of the better movies I've seen this year in a theater. I am interested to see. I'm interested to see how they go from here.
Right, yes.
Because if you remember, as the first Joker was doing well, everybody swore up and down, one and done, one and done, one and done.
It was a given.
And then the movie made $1 billion, and then they made Joker 2, and then Joker 2 did not make $1 billion.
It did not.
And they had to pay everybody so much more money to come back because they wrote a one and done contract.
Right.
So if A24 makes this their Paranormal Activity,
oh man,
is kind of where I'm excited but also worried that they'll go.
Right.
It's just like we got meat on these bones.
Mm-hmm.
What if we make Backrooms an every 2 or 3 year thing?
Oh God,
because they have countless options.
Mm-hmm. It's true. It's a blessing and a curse.
It's a blessing and a curse because you can see. You can see the trailer in your head now of just it being an entirely different location.
Right.
Everybody turns off the lights, and then you get that one little pillar of light bleed.
Yes.
And they're like, "What's that?" And then it just says, Backrooms 2 or whatever.
Yeah, it could be cheapened very easily.
Or Captain Clark just peeks his head out of a corner or whatever.
Yeah. It's the kind of I franchise, I guess, that it's scary to think how easily it could be cheapened. Right now, like I said, it's kind of it existed on the cusp of something that was just bound to be bad. Some found footage, low budget, schlock. Here's something jumping at the camera, which that was something else I was glad about. There weren't any jump scares the whole movie.
There were not any jump scares at the camera. Every like music sting is like properly accompanied.
Yes.
Like by it's not just like it's like that is terrifying.
Right.
And if the scare wasn't there, I was already you might have seen me. I was worming around in that seat.
Yes, you are great to watch a movie with.
Especially in that scene where we don't see that it's Captain Clark. It may not have been Captain Clark by that point, where Chiwetel is running from whatever's chasing him in his first encounter.
Right.
He's at the tiny door that makes no sense.
Oh yeah, like the Willy Wonka hallway door.
Because the perspective was wrong when it was copied. So it's like that square. It's that cube that they show you in class where it's 3D if you look at it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it's like they looked at it from the wrong perspective, so it's just an upward wall.
You're right.
Tiny door.
I didn't think about it in that context, but yeah, I guess
like
it is.
The first he tries the doorknob that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because there's 3 doorknobs, and then when he gets to the other side, there's just the one.
Yeah.
I was terrified just because I have seen some of Kane's other works.
Oh, okay.
He has this one series called The Oldest View, which is essentially somebody discovers a dead mall.
Okay.
That is hundreds of feet below the Earth's surface.
Okay.
He kind of just like stumbles upon it. And in that series, the character is trying to escape the dead mall as all of the exits start to close off by what's chasing him there. And there's a staircase to get out.
Okay.
And in that short, the staircase collapses before our character can make it to it.
Oh, sure.
So when she gets to that staircase in the like convalescence, that's when I started to squirm because I'm just like, I've seen this before.
Right.
I don't like this.
I know what happens. Yeah.
And of course, she tugs on the door and there's no hinges and it just falls out.
Right.
It was
a great scene.
I've never seen this many horror films at a theater in a year.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that I'm seen. I'm gonna factor Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die as a horror film just because of the horrific elements, even though it's technically sci-fi.
Seems reasonable.
This is the 4th horror film I've seen in a year.
It's pretty impressive.
And I'm normally one, if any.
We talked about the fun percentage thing.
I've gone many years without seeing a horror film in the theater.
The
last time you and I saw a horror film in the theater is when we saw the first Conjuring back in high school.
That's scary.
At the theater that's no longer there.
Yeah, right. Wow, okay. Yeah, not your thing at all. But kind of like I said, this movie it's just good.
It's very accessible.
It's not even just good for horror.
Yeah.
It's accessible, it's good, it makes sense. It's easy to look at. The cinematography is excellent.
You can easily see some nominations coming down the line.
Yeah, sure.
In production design alone.
Oh my God,
not even talking about the acting, because they built those sets.
I know, which I did not expect.
Because previously it's just been in Source Filmmaker and Blender, making all of those elements. And now you mean to tell me, I need to see how much of this they actually built.
Right.
Like where does it start to like wander and wane?
Yeah.
Like that. And again, the back of my head, you talk about the franchise appeal.
Oh, yeah.
If Universal does not make a Backrooms Universal Horror Nights this year,
yes,
they are leaving money on the table.
You're right.
You just make some crappy maze and make it look like an office building. You're going to sell countless theme park tickets.
People buy it up. This movie's a phenomenon, it seems.
I cannot believe it's become the most successful A24 film.
I know. Really amazing.
Now, before we talk about our costs and our concessions, I did have to make a note of what A24 films I had seen.
Oh, okay.
Because it was more than I realized.
Okay.
I thought maybe this would be my first A24 film because I had to think back.
Yeah.
I entirely forgot because they were less of a thing 10, 12 years ago.
Oh, for sure.
I entirely forgot that they made Ex Machina.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Which I enjoyed.
That's a great movie.
I think they forgot that they made Tusk.
I think they probably want to.
I think they want to forget that they made Tusk.
Yeah.
So, it's a thumbs up for Ex Machina. I guess a thumbs sideways for Tusk because it is Tusk. It's
yeah. It's got its moments.
It's got its moments. It's not terrible, but it's also much more for entirely different reasons.
Right.
It's less accessible to normal audiences.
I would say that's fair.
I give a full thumbs down to Under the Skin.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Under the Skin is Scarlett Johansson's art film where it's a movie with basically no dialogue.
Okay.
She plays an alien who seduces her victims and then basically leads them into a room where they get digested by liquid in this room.
Oh.
And then some part of them is beamed back to home planet in space.
Oh my.
I watched it it was the year my wife and I had the book of movie challenges.
Oh, okay.
And it was watch a silent movie. And I said, "There's no way I can get my wife to watch a silent movie from the 20s."
Right.
So I was just like, typed in modern silent movie, and Under the Skin came up, and I'm like, sci-fi, Scarlett Johansson, 2014 or whatever. So I'm like, okay, there's dialogue in the movie. So
of course,
I don't know why. This was before the AI coming of every Google search. I don't know why it came up, but it was one of those movies where I'm not lying to you. We started fast forwarding about an hour in.
That bad,
of
really?
just being like, whatever else happens. It's
Man.
It's not a me movie. It might be somebody else, but that's a full thumbs down.
We don't know them.
On Under the Skin. And then I guess I have no thumb at all for a movie that I remembered seeing, but I can't tell you anything about it.
Okay.
I saw Life After Beth.
Oh.
It's like the Aubrey Plaza zombie movie.
Oh, that's right.
Where she comes back to life. I know that I saw it.
Okay.
But I can't tell you anything about it outside of zombie movie Aubrey Plaza.
Wow.
Saw it. Don't remember positive, negative, or the other.
No thumb.
So this is my This is my 6th A24 film.
Okay, gotcha. Well, like you described through all those movies, is they've really kind of broadened a lot. I mean, maybe it was just my own understanding, but it seemed like, I mean, I remember The Witch.
Yes.
That was like the first time that A24 came on my radar.
Right.
And it seemed like that was kind of the thing. It was these really serious, heady, mostly horror films.
Right. Lower budget.
Right.
Done artfully.
Yes.
Generally 1 or 2 stars in it.
Yeah, and kind of going for a more
man's inhumanity to man.
Yeah, that's kind of the broad theme. Trying to get away from the Blumhouse horror kind of feel, which The Witch, Green Room is another one. Hereditary, is that A24?
Yep, you've left off one from the Walmart as we've dubbed it, the Bad Times collection.
Oh, okay.
There's a Walmart exclusive A24 box set that costs it's shockingly low.
Oh, really?
Because it also includes the digital copies.
Oh,
so it's
no
like
kidding.
$17, and you get Hereditary, The Witch, Green Room, X.
Oh, X is on it. That's another great movie. I love the Misery collection. Would recommend.
There might be one more.
Is it? Oh, it's It Comes at Night.
It is. It Comes at Night.
Yep.
Yes, that's.
I deserve to be on this channel.
That's the Bad Times collection.
Yes,
because every time I look at it, because I had purchased The Witch at McKay's.
Oh, is that a fact?
And I said, Ben, for someone like me, is there a Robert Eggers movie that you would recommend? And you said, you're going to have the worst time in The Witch and everything else he's made. And I said, what about The Northman? You said, that might be the worst one for you.
Yeah.
So
they're all 0% fun.
Based on that recommendation, I traded in The Northman and The Witch, because I'm like, if my best friend is saying you're gonna have the worst. You're gonna have the worst time.
Yeah. Well, I remember when we were talking about, I don't remember if it was these movies or Killing of a Sacred Deer, but I remember we were describing it and you were just shocked that it was 0% fun.
0% fun.
This is a movie that has been made that there's no element of fun whatsoever. And it was like, I'm afraid that's the truth.
Yeah.
Not an element of it is fun whatsoever. It's great, but not for everyone.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's that movie is negative fun.
It is. I would say that's a fair assessment. But I guess to get back to what we were saying, the A24 is sort of broadened.
Yes.
They have movies that have some percentage of fun.
Yeah.
They're not all these totally bleak horror movies.
Right.
I mean, even this movie, which is a horror example, it's not totally bleak. It's not dour.
No.
It's not really a very emotional movie, really. I mean, it's a great story. It's almost sort of like a slice of life kind of a thing. It's just this chunk.
It's crazy how much of a slice of life it is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. That's what I was feeling. Is I was almost wondering how much we were going to get of Clark's life before we enter the element of the movie.
Right.
Which again feels very A24 of
it's true.
We sell you on this, but now let's show you why being alive is so hard.
Yeah.
It's like you might think you're doing fine, but then you remember you never really got to be an architect.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
your business is failing. No one likes you.
Yep.
And it's just like you don't even get to sleep. You know that house you bought? You don't even get to sleep there.
Yeah.
You get to sleep you don't even sell nice beds.
Yeah.
You're sleeping in a terrible bed that you can't sell
in his store.
In your furniture warehouse.
Yeah, it's sad. It's a sad affair.
I'm like, it's the 90s, so you don't even have like a Tempur-Pedic or like a purple mattress, something where it's like, I can't afford this, but at least I can live the high life.
Didn't even have a waterbed.
So when he came in and like Rip-Off was spray painted on
I know.
I was again, worse movies live in my head.
Yes.
Where I'm just like, I'm almost expecting like at some point somebody got like credit scammed on his furniture.
Oh, okay.
And I was almost expecting like somebody to like come. We were just gonna like hard cut and there'd be somebody like belligerently trying to break into the storeroom
and
be like, "You ripped me off for that piece of terrible bed," and then just like stumble into the back room.
Right, some other character.
There'd be some kind of false hope or whatever, or a copy of a belligerent person.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do, yeah. And that's part of what makes the movie interesting is that there's so few characters. There aren't really any X Factor people that walk in like that.
No, very, very small cast.
Yeah, yeah.
There's not a bad performance in any of them.
They're all very good. Even the two young people.
That's kind of what my original thought was when... Before you're able to see that the man he harvests the foam out of,
yeah.
Before you're able to see that he is in fact this horrific copy of somebody, I thought it was the electrician. I thought somehow he had lured the electrician in here.
That would be interesting, yeah.
And then it's not even a clone of the electrician.
No, it's
just somebody else.
Random guy, yeah.
Because again, I'm wondering if they do make follow-ups to this, how they're going to be able to give somebody like me answers to some questions without being like, I didn't have to see that. You don't have to tell me that Han walked up to the check-in booth with nobody and they said, who are you? And he said Han Solo.
Let's see the Kessel Run.
Right, like that.
Yeah.
That is very much like, how stupid do you think I am? I see an A24 film, and I'm like, how smart do you think I am?
It's the opposite problem.
I'm eating popcorn during this movie.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's the problem with any kind of sequel is, this guy had his directorial debut, and it's a huge success. Yes. You want him to have a sequel if he wants one.
Yeah.
But how are they going to do it without having to come up with clunky answers to these weird questions that seem like they're meant to be ambiguous?
That's what I'm genuinely excited about his contemporary, Curry Barker, the guy who made Obsession.
Oh, yeah?
Is he has announced that, because he already has a movie finishing filming. Because Obsession was a very quick shoot. It sold immediately at the festival, and then he was basically gifted the reins to whatever he wanted to make with the same production company.
Oh, okay.
So he has another movie that's almost done. It's coming out next year, and he has announced that you will hear in the TV in the background, you will hear a news update from Obsession.
Oh, wow.
So they're like, there's not an Obsession sequel. They're not like, it's not like Split. It's not like at the ending of Split where it's like, this is secretly Unbreakable too.
Right.
They're just like, if you're interested and you liked this movie, you're gonna get a little pickup here at some point to be like, oh, we get this question answered.
That's kind
without
of
it being like, here's the aftermath.
We made another feature-length film, delving into all these details we didn't need.
It's not my dream of every movie having a sequel where the surviving character's on trial for
for their crimes.
That's all I ever want.
Yeah.
I was so mad when the creator of Dexter said that long before they're on like their third Dexter revival.
Oh god.
Long before any of the have you seen Dexter?
No, I've not.
Long before any of the Dexter revivals, he said that if he had it his way, Dexter Morgan was going to be put on trial for his crimes that happened during the original show.
Seems fair.
And I said, fantastic. And then they said, Dexter's coming back. And I said, fantastic. And then he didn't talk about any of that.
Right.
That's never happened. And now the current iteration of Dexter is he's on like some super team of serial killers or whatever. And I'm like, I wanted...
That's the opposite of what you wanted.
There's this show called Search Party.
Okay.
It was on TBS. I'm sure if it's not been deleted, it's somewhere on HBO. And legitimately, there is one season that is a court case of the character's actions from the season before. Okay. And I'm like, I'm so happy.
Yeah, that's you.
I'm so happy. That's all I want. I would love nothing more than for the next Friday the 13th movie to be like Jason on the sand. And they have to just, how do you interrogate him? Who's the defense attorney for Jason Voorhees?
City of Crystal Lake, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's true.
That's what I want, and that's not. I'm not saying that's one of the 5 I've got for you, Jason.
No, you don't get to hear that.
But it's also
Jason.
not one of the 5.
Just wait till it's in the elevator. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm I'm very glad that we got to see a good movie together.
I am too. What a treat.
The last movie we saw in the theater, I believe, was Saw 10.
X, I think.
Yeah,
yes.
Saw X or Saw 10, whatever they want to call it, if we're calling it the iPhone model or not. And I remember we walked out of that one saying third best.
Third best. Huge compliment.
Huge compliment for the 10th in a series.
Yes. Well, and it was actually the 12th, wasn't it? Because of the Chris Rock one.
Well, no, it's technically the 10th. They just didn't number 9.
Oh.
They didn't number 8 or 9.
If only they had done the iPhone thing.
If only they had done the iPhone thing.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
now, speaking of James Wan, he is heavily involved. They scrapped the sequel to Saw 10 that they were making.
Saw 11.
They were
Okay.
That was going to be about Hoffman. I'm like, we already know enough about Hoffman.
We don't need any more.
We don't need any. We had 5 movies basically
Yeah.
about like how Hoffman takes off.
Would it be the same actor? I guess it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Basically, when Universal merged Jason Blum and James Wan's production companies, James Wan got the full creative rights to Saw back.
Oh, okay.
So he's not directing Saw 11, but he and James Lee Winnell are the head creative developers of the next Saw film. And they're like, we're going back to the roots. And I'm like, how many roots you got left in Tobin?
Yeah, I know. The guy is rooted up.
We were already like having the joke watching Saw 10 of being like, it's 2003. It's just like, Tobin, like,
stop trying.
You're sitting a little too hard there.
Yeah, right. They're gonna put the backwards baseball cap on him again.
And they just gave Amanda that terrible haircut.
Oh my god!
Be like, isn't she the lively 30-year-old that you saw in Saw 1?
I don't know. I don't buy it.
But I'll see it.
I guess so.
I will. Again, you want to talk about the franchising? I mean, how do you make a sequel to Saw? And they kept trying.
They are still trying. Apparently,
they're still trying.
Going back to their roots again. Got to be something else there.
Well, they've run. I mean, if you've already made the Chris Rock variant,
I know.
What's left?
You would think that was the bottom, but no.
Have you seen the Chris Rock one?
Oh no, I skipped that one.
I have not seen the Chris Rock one.
No, I guess I've seen all of them except for 8 and 9.
I've not seen Jigsaw or Spiral.
Then the Spiral is the Chris Rock one.
Spiral's the Chris Rock one.
And Jigsaw is 9.
Jigsaw is 8.
Okay. But this is 8 and 9. There's only 10.
Yes, there's only 10.
Okay,
yes.
so I've seen all of them except Spiral and Jigsaw.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have numbers, and so I didn't know what was happening, apparently.
No, we were too dumb or too smart to see.
We were too smart for it.
Like, they're not even telling me which one this is.
Right. That's what it was, I'm sure.
So yeah, that was the Backrooms. Mm-hmm. And now let's talk about, maybe wondering why we had these things on the table. Let's talk about what we spent on this movie.
Oh man.
So now since the last time we spoke, let me get my slide here. Since the last time we spoke, I had to pay for my next month of Fandango. So hopefully I'll be able to just drop it here. I discovered something in my editing software that I didn't realize was there before.
Oh,
so
great.
when we spoke last, I had to buy my month of Fan Club, which bumped me down to a value gained on the membership of $46 even. So, purchasing these tickets using the membership credit, I got that full $10 used for the month. And of course, since I was purchasing them online, the convenience fee is waived. So that ended up adding $4.38, meaning that as of today, I have gained $60.38 on the use of my membership for the year.
Not bad.
Now, since we were at the Nice Theater, 2 tickets could not be purchased by my $10 credit.
Oh, no.
So I had to use my gift card. I started with a $100 gift card for the year. So I've been tracking how long does that last.
Sure.
So with my $10 credit, I ended up having to spend $15.60, meaning that we are looking at $41.80 left on the gift card for the year. We have officially depleted the first of the two $50 gift cards that I have.
Okay, halfway through.
Because Fandango, I don't expect you to watch any of my videos, let alone the full amount of any of them.
Oh my!
But the Fandango does not allow you to add the credit to your account. so you have to hold on to the physical gift card.
Oh wow!
So I know it's like party like it's 1999,
right?
To the point where I got so mad. I'm gonna update this here because I forgot to take the screenshots earlier. Fandango sent me a free $5 digital code.
Oh,
It
yeah?
said next $5 on a digital rental or a digital purchase, it's on us.
Oh man!
And so I went to a movie that I wanted to see that's out of print on Blu-ray. And saw that it was on sale for $5.
Okay.
So I put in the code there, like I'm used to for my gift cards.
Yeah.
And it said, you don't put that here. You apply this as a balance onto your account. And I said, apply it. So that it sent me to a different place. I dropped in that code, and it says, your Fandango at home balance has now been raised to $5.
Oh.
And I said, so the digital half I can store credits for?
Okay.
But for the tickets, it's...
They'll give you free money, but not without paying your dues.
Don't even get me started on the free things they send me.
Okay.
Because Fandango, again, I know I'm the only person who has devoted their YouTube channel to Fandango this year.
Hey, someone's got to.
I'm top of the SEO for Fandango Fanclub. You type in Fandango Fanclub, you get all of my videos, even though we're not the most viewed on the subject. We're like...
Doesn't matter.
We're clogging up the SEO on this.
You've got the niche.
And now I have to finish out the year. I thought like, well, maybe I should stop. And then I typed it in on Google one day, and I'm like, oh, I could actually be found from somebody being like, what's it like having this service? And now it's I don't know if I'm doing this next year, but at least for this year, it's like that's kind of what the channel is.
2026 is the year of
2026
Fandango.
is the year of Fandango Fanclub.
Yeah.
They send me things.
Oh, yeah?
But they send me things exclusively through email.
Okay.
No push notifications, no text messages.
Any snail mail?
Nothing. No snail mail.
Okay.
Occasionally, there's a movie that I guess they know is not going to do well. And they said, like, would you like a free ticket to see this movie?
Really?
And it's never worked out for me to see them. So I purchased a ticket that nobody wants. That ticket that we talk about. Top front row, right-hand side.
Oh, gotcha.
It's like that way if anybody wants, I'm not taking the prime center seat.
Yeah, right.
Because with Fandango, you get points for each ticket that you purchase. And when you've purchased 4 tickets, they give you a $5 ticket credit.
Oh, okay.
Come to find out, you only get that ticket credit if it actually costs you something out of pocket.
Oh,
so
that's how they get you.
When I saw Obsession, because I went to the Dead Mall Theater,
right,
that entire ticket was covered by my $10 credit.
Yes.
No points.
Okay, gotcha.
I discovered that, but I also didn't get any points.
Right.
For the 2 other movies, they said, ooh, stinky. Like, we're not, like, we need to at least show the theater has some tickets purchased. So, like, if you for some reason went to the nice theater near here and you were like, why does it show that somebody has purchased a front row right-hand seat to The Wizard in the Kremlin or In the Gray? So it's like, yeah, you mean to tell me the Paul Dano Kremlin Putin movie and a Henry Cavill action film.
Oh, wow.
It's like, I could tell you those weren't going to do well.
You're right, yeah.
And that Henry Cavill movie is already on digital.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
So that's what, because I was almost thinking, like, I can game the system. If they send me a free ticket and I use it, do I get the credit for it? I don't get the credit for it.
Bummer.
So
they thought of that.
You thought of that. But the last high ticket item we got to talk about is how much concessions cost.
Oh, my.
Regal is real proud of their concessions.
Yes.
Now, I've talked about this before, but I'm a very agreeable person.
I think that's fair.
So I was thinking, like, I'm going to get a small drink. I'm going to get a small drink. We walk up to the counter, and you're like, what do you think? Large popcorn, 2 mediums? I'm like, that sounds like a great idea.
Man.
Large popcorn, 2 mediums.
The finger of blame.
And no, not the finger of blame. And it came to $32.53, which is fine.
That's just for concessions?
That's just for concessions.
Okay.
I spent $32 because the large popcorn costs $12.49 before tax, and the medium drink. This is the medium drink.
Head for scale.
Cost $8.99. Now,
pretty gnarly.
The absurd thing is, again, this is the medium. I guess the large is taller because this this took up the entire width of the cup
That's
holder.
a good point. Yeah, it must go purely vertical.
It must go purely vertical. Now, of course, I did drink the entirety of mine.
You did.
So
I'm still working.
I did have to pee during
of
the
course.
movie. But there wasn't a Backrooms jump scare in the bathroom for this one, unlike the last movie I saw.
Right.
So that updates my total value for the year. The number I'm always terrified now, seeing I have to add $30 to it is going to be scary.
It's like smoking cigarettes.
I gotta be fair. I have
we
to
don't do
it.
that.
141.65, which is where we were before today.
And this is all concessions.
This is all concessions.
Okay.
This is exclusively how much did I spend on food at the theater this year.
Okay.
Plus 32.53. I have spent $174.18 on concessions this year.
That's sobering.
We are halfway through the year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this does count as my eighth punch. This is the 8th movie that I have seen this year. Let me double check and make sure I'm correct.
So that means that if it is your 8th, then you're due for another $5, right?
Well, I get credit because I actually spent some gift card money. We're going to be credited for the 2 tickets we spent.
Okay.
The 2 tickets that I bought today. I did not get any credit for Obsession. So right now it's, I believe, I'll be 3 out of my 5.
Okay.
Because I spent 30 cents to see the Big Bird movie.
Was that a fair price?
That was because I used my $5 ticket credit to see the Big Bird movie, and it's just like, you can't see a movie for $5. You got to spend 30 cents on tax. I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah, right.
And then I saw the Big Bird movie, and I get more credit for the Big Bird movie than I do to see Obsession.
Great.
So that's my 8th punch for the year. And just looking at this quickly, I'll of course update the slide. I'm still going to say that Send Help is still my favorite movie that I've seen in the theater this year. Mm-hmm. Followed closely by Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. 3rd place is still Obsession.
Okay.
4th place is going to be The Backrooms.
Gotcha.
Absolutely nothing wrong with being in 4th place.
Sure.
It's those other 3 resonate more with me for different reasons.
Well, and it's stiff competition. It's not like you're throwing out the Big Bird movie.
Well, the Big Bird movie is
they brought it back.
Ineligible for competition.
I see.
It's disqualified.
Okay.
Because it's like when a movie screens out of competition for Cannes.
Oh, okay.
Where it's like, when they premiere Shrek at Cannes.
Yeah.
They're like, well, we can't put Shrek in the ranking that year.
Understandable.
So since it's a revival, I've removed it from consideration. But I count it as a punch of my 12 punches for the year.
Yes.
Minimum.
But nevertheless, Backrooms at number 4.
Backrooms at number 4. I'm still gonna put Ready or Not 2 at number 5. I'll put Normal at number 6, and Scream 7 fittingly at 7th place.
Poetic
so far.
Quite a lot of horror movies up top, like you said earlier.
I entirely forgot until now that I had seen Scream 7. So that's my. So if I count, Ready or Not 2 is a horror comedy, but it's much more action than horror. So I don't think I'll remove it from consideration. So that means that Obsession is actually... Sorry, not Obsession. Backrooms is actually my 5th horror movie for the year.
Okay.
It's a horror-packed year.
It really is. Not even halfway through
Not even halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
That's
says a lot for the genre.
That says a lot for the genre. I'm very happy to have seen so many movies in the theater so far this year.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, this is the point where I can start seeing more movies with you.
I would like that.
Just because there are some coming out where it's like my wife has no interest in seeing these, or like morbidly curious in Supergirl or things like that.
Right.
I'm not saying we're only going to see crap, but
oh no, I'm here for it.
it was the thing where like we almost every time we've gotten close to seeing the Mario movie, my wife's just like, I don't think I really need to see that. I'm like, okay. And like a week later, she'll be like, when can we see the Mario movie? When can we see that?
Killing me.
Last week we were at our beach house. I meant to tell you about this. The beach house that we stayed at on vacation had a piracy service.
Okay.
It's one of those where they're paying a monthly fee for this central piracy service.
It's like a Plex server or something?
Basically.
Okay.
They're all hacked Fire Sticks in the house.
Interesting.
So like where like you look for the guide for a remote, it says turn on the TV. It's going to take a minute because you see it like reboot into jailbroken mode, and it's just like you click on it. We clicked on it. Literally, I had no idea how much farther piracy has gotten since I like hung up my hat and I said I will support the content that I want to watch.
Yes.
And it's like it just looks like Netflix.
Really?
Now,
wow.
The files are very dubious.
Of course, yeah.
Like it's not like they have the high quality source version of Good Eats.
Yeah.
They have the like 2002 like not even DVD rip of the episodes.
Oh wow, 360p.
Like, yeah, so it's like that's not even like that wasn't worth our time.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where it was just like the Mario movie was there.
Okay.
It was there.
Waiting for it.
And I'm like, do you want to see that this week? And she said, yeah. And then we like every night, I'm like, do you want to? It's free.
Yeah. It's right there.
It's already here.
Yep.
I didn't pay for it, but also it's here.
Yep.
Do you want to see the Mario movie? And she said, I guess I really don't need to see that right now. And I'm like, up and down. You've been asking to see this. So I still have not seen Mario 2.
Okay. Did you see the first one?
We saw the first one. It came out on either came out on an anniversary trip or it came out on her birthday.
Oh, okay.
We were coming back from one of those trips and we saw it when it came out.
Oh, okay.
It was fine.
Okay.
I'd say it was good with the colon of for a Mario movie made by the Minions team.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, I'm glad you brought me here.
Thank God for the Minions.
Can we talk about the trailers and how they had the ad for the new Minion movie?
Yes.
Was just a Minion playing each trailer.
It's baked into the trailer watching experience.
And so it was whiplash because it would like cut to a Minion like clicking on a desktop folder and they press play and then it'd be a Red Band trailer for the next Evil Dead.
I know. Which was utterly grisly.
And I keep expecting to see the Minion trailer and they never play it.
You don't get a trailer for the Minion movie.
You don't get it
until the final. There's one more scene before they actually play the movie,
right?
And then they throw up the logo for whatever the new Minions movie is called, Dungeons and Minions or something like that.
Minions and Monsters.
Minions and Dragons.
I know the premise. I have not seen a trailer for it.
Well, now you have. The trailer was like 4 or 5 horror movie trailers.
We got an ad for a Mazda CX-5.
Oh yeah.
But we didn't get an ad for we didn't get the actual Minions movie selling us on the Minions.
No, which I guess speaks to the power of that branding. It's like McDonald's.
Right.
You just need to see yellow and red and you want some fries. All that you need to want to watch the Minions apparently is, oh, here's a funny one of him clicking on the file for Evil Dead Burn.
Evil Dead Burn.
Which I was kind of surprised. Maybe it's just the theater. Maybe it's because we were at an R-rated movie. This movie was rated R, right?
Absolutely.
I don't know anymore. But I was really surprised at how grisly that trailer was.
That's why I said red. Red Band means that it is exclusively playing online or tied to an R-rated film.
Oh, okay.
They could do a whole lot more. To the point where I can't remember what horror movie we saw the ad for after Evil Dead Burn. Where it's like if you're following up the Red Band trailer for Evil Dead Burn, and you're also a horror film, I don't even remember you.
Yeah, I don't remember at all.
It's like what they pull off because I still have not seen any of the recent Evil Deads.
Oh, I haven't either.
I haven't seen the remake. I've not seen Rise, and Burn's not out yet.
Yeah.
But all of those trailers, like, I remember seeing them, and the gore they can pull off in a trailer now.
I know.
I'm like, what's left? Like, I'm more scared, like, what's left for the movie?
Yeah, I
if
know.
you've shown me this in the trailer.
That's a good point. You're seeing this grisly stuff that's clearly meant to be.
It's like, go see it. And I'm like, I've seen it.
I know.
Because in the last one was they had the cheese grater. In the trailer for Evil Dead Rise,
it
was like a cheese grater like thrown into a leg and like
dragged.
Wow. And I'm
Yeah.
I don't need to see. I mean, like, I like horror movies and I like fun gore, but it's just like cheese grater's a bit much. What they did in this trailer, I'm like, that's a bit much.
I know, and just makes you wonder, like you said, what's left for the movie?
What's left for the movie?
I mean, because all those movies, I haven't seen any of them. Maybe they're good. They make money, apparently. But, I can't imagine it being Evil Dead if there's much more to it besides these horrible gore shots. Are they actually good movies? Are they all Sam Raimi still?
Sam Raimi said Raimi and his producing partner are still in charge.
Oh, okay.
And they basically just pick a young filmmaker that they like and allow them to do whatever they want under the Evil Dead banner.
Oh, interesting.
Which is funny because the guy who made the last one wanted to make another Evil Dead, and they said, no, we already have somebody else picked for that one.
Oh, really?
And then he made Lee Cronin's The Mummy.
Oh, no kidding.
Which, from what Red Letter Media told me, is just like a poorer Evil Dead film.
Right.
Which makes you wonder how much producing elements does Sam Raimi and his producing partner actually have in that process?
How much control?
Like, if this is when they're not involved, I mean, that movie is already dead and gone.
It looks like it,
and it's only like a month old.
I know, pretty poor showing.
What other trailers did we have?
Ooh, there was that one with John Malkovich and
Sam Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell.
I've seen that trailer in front of every movie I've seen this year.
Is that right?
I cannot wait to see whatever Wild Horse 9,
Something like
whatever
that.
Horse 9.
Yeah, yeah.
I laugh at the same jokes every time in the trailer.
Yeah.
I want to see because I love Sam Rockwell.
Oh, sure, and I love John Malkovich.
I love So Wild Horse 9, can't wait to see that.
Yeah, that was like a good one. There was that Coraline movie.
Yes.
I don't remember what that one was called.
Wildwood, and to see what Leica is able to pull off now.
Yeah, I know.
In stop motion.
I know. I mean, they make a point to put by the same hands that made Coraline, but watching it, it's really hard to believe it's actually claymation.
Because I don't think they've made a movie in a while. Their last couple underperformed, but it's not a problem because the studio is run by the head of Nike's son.
Oh, is that a fact?
So they're just like,
Wow.
it's basically just like a passion project.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he got together everybody who made like Nightmare Before Christmas when the studio went under, and he's just like, I think we're gonna make our own movies now.
Okay.
And I've got Nike money. Like
Yeah, right.
It's like
that is pretty interesting. It does explain a lot how they can make a movie. Go ahead.
Because it's just like that wasn't even a trailer.
Yeah, I
that
know.
was an ad before the trailers started.
You're right.
Because I guess that's not getting like a full release because that was a Fathom event.
Oh, I don't know. It did look glorious. Like I said, it's hard to believe that it's actually claymation. I mean, I wonder if it's not kind of like how like South Park is or something where they just animated it to look like claymation.
And that's normally what they do
Right.
in a trailer is they'll throw, like, if it's like an extended trailer, they will show the like steps in the process.
Oh, okay.
Maybe if we ever get an actual trailer for the movie, we'll see that.
Yeah.
But I remember in the trailer for Paranorman,
Oh yeah.
they like showed like the another camera taking like stop motion shots of the
to
person
prove.
like doing the stop motion.
Right,
for
right.
Paranorman,
Okay.
which is still on my list to rewatch. That might be a Ben movie by this point.
I could see that.
Because like every time I like throw it into the pile for my wife, she's just like, that's like the first one to get plucked out.
Is that right?
Just like, and it's gotten to the point now where I just go over to the stack and I'm just like, are you in an animated movie?
Let's go
No.
broader.
Okay. So let's put all these away.
All in the Ben pile. Throw it on.
All in the Ben pile.
Yep, it's fine.
Ben,
I like movies.
That's where I'm not lying to you. I've kind of gotten a little more choosy when you come over. I'll be like last time you came over, I was just like, there's a pretty high percentage. If I throw Bug's Life in front of this guy, he's gonna grab Bug's Life, and you just right there.
That was it.
I just put it out there.
You were speaking to me. Somehow you knew.
I'm like, I'm going to try that with Tarzan.
I don't know about that. May not have as good luck. I can't explain why, but we'll have to see.
Did you see that depressing video of because you know Phil Collins can't play the drums anymore?
Yes.
Did you see that video where they had him sit at the drum case one more time?
I saw him. I mean, you mean the Drummio video?
Yeah.
I think I saw that, but it wasn't supposed to be sad.
I know, but just like watching it, just seeing frail Phil Collins sit there, and
He does seem frail.
Still not even in the video, being like Phil Collins plays the drums one last time. He doesn't even play the drums.
Oh,
and I'm
no,
like,
I don't think he can.
I shouldn't have watched this.
Yeah. They like put him down. If it's the video you're thinking of, they put him down like in front of one of his original
put him down
drum
in front
kits
of his drum
that he
kit.
played in Genesis.
Yeah.
But now I think it's his son. I think his name is Nick, who like I don't know if maybe Phil Collins sings. I don't know.
He doesn't tour anymore.
Yeah.
He's unable to tour.
Yeah, but maybe he does like a one-off show and Nick Collins
Yeah.
plays drums. Because in that video, we're on a completely different tangent from movies.
Of course.
But in that video,
You like music, so I've got to like tie it back into you.
right, yeah. In that video, Nick Collins is like playing all of his dad's old drum parts to display the part.
Yeah.
And it's his son playing them. I don't know. Nick Collins is alive. We can say that much.
Yes.
Hopefully he's not gone by the time we
it's one of those
air
things
this.
where like Huey Lewis got off easy.
Oh yeah.
Well, like Huey Lewis is deaf, so they can't perform anymore because he can't hear himself in the monitor.
Oh, I didn't know
so
that
he
fact.
he can't sing along with his own backing tracks.
Right,
He's just like
yeah.
I can't hear enough to like know when I come in.
Okay, that's
So you're
interesting.
like Huey Lewis unable to perform, and you see like Phil Collins unable to perform, and you see Phil Collins, and you're like, Huey's counting as lucky stars.
Yeah, Phil Collins just looks like the chocolate lady from.
I know.
You know, I remember when they first invented.
I remember
chocolate.
when they first invented
That's-
drums.
Yeah.
Huey's just there counting his Back to the Future chicks.
Yeah,
It's just
right,
like,
right.
I can't hear, but I can spend.
I don't know why they can't do some kind of Beethoven deal with him. Bone conduction.
Probably the difference between Huey Lewis and Beethoven.
Oh. If there had to be one, you're probably right.
He needs a new drug.
Yeah, right. He keeps on telling me that. I guess if I just start talking, you can just splice it in anywhere.
Yeah.
I was really impressed by the soundtrack of Backrooms 2.
I need to look up. I think he did the music.
Is that a fact?
Because he's done all of the music for all of his own productions.
Oh, really?
He has an entirely separate channel.
Oh,
that
wow.
is just his music.
Okay.
And he leaves clues for like the back rooms
Uh-huh.
in the music, like descriptions.
Oh,
like there'll be
interesting.
links to like unlisted videos that like you have to parse together.
Oh,
when they
wow.
take place.
This is a whole labyrinth in
because
and of itself.
that like Muzak, the
Yeah.
high piercing
Mhm.
is it's like the soundtrack for like every time they're in the back rooms.
Oh, really?
The second I heard that, I was just like,
You recognized
he
it.
had to have done the music for the movie.
Interesting. Okay. It's
Just
lots
another
of
reason to be jealous of somebody younger than us. Being
Yeah.
like,
I know.
if I gotta start 10 years ago.
Right. It's just a great example of a movie where it seems like everything had a lot of effort put into it.
Absolutely.
Because anytime a movie has a soundtrack that catches my ear,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, someone really put work into that. And the last movie that really did that was Begonia. Did you ever see that one?
Have not seen Ben. You knew the answer to that before you finished this.
There's fun in that movie, though.
I-
That movie has fun.
I'm sure there's fun in that movie.
Lots of horrible things, too.
I'm working through to get to a lot of things.
Oh, I know
and
you
the
are.
problem is since my primary method of watching movies that aren't in the theater is McKay's.
Oh, sure.
You're relying on somebody else purchasing this movie and
Yep.
trading it in.
Such a small fraction.
That's
of-
why, like, if I see a movie at McKay's that's like from the last 2 years,
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I have to stare at it and go, do I want like this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity. Like I'm
Right.
still 2 Mission Impossibles behind.
Oh, man.
I had to wait for Mission Impossible 7 to come to McKay's,
Mm-hmm.
and Mission Impossible 8 was right next to it. And I said,
Oh.
like I don't need it right now because Mission Impossible 8 in the U.S. only came out on the like 4K Blu-ray combo pack.
Oh, okay.
So that was a high dollar movie, and I'm
Sure.
like, I don't need that. And then I passed on getting Mission Impossible 7, and then it took like 8 months for 7 to come back.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen 7, but it's on the shelf
You
to
got
watch.
it.
I have never seen 8 since.
Okay.
And I'm like, I know that's just because we're no longer in the era of people going to Walmart and like buying a movie.
Oh, yeah.
Buying a movie along with their groceries.
They still sell them.
They still sell them.
But yeah.
Less and less. If you want a box set of any show made in the last 20 years, you can get it at Walmart.
Yeah.
But like new movies.
Yeah, it seems like they have like the last year of like big budget movies, and they're all like $20-$30.
Yeah, and I'm relying on somebody buying it and trading it in secondhand.
Yeah, not only are the type of person to buy a DVD or a Blu-ray at Walmart,
right.
They also have to be the type of person to bring it to McKay's.
Correct.
And be fine with all the money moving around in that scenario.
It's the only way I can deal with my psychosis is to like add on those horse blinders.
It makes sense. I mean, it's like coloring in the lines. You know, it's a lot easier to do that than just draw a picture.
Because like I got decision paralysis.
Oh,
when
I
was
hear ya.
preparing for this trip that we just came back from. I was just like, well, I need to have something that like my family might be like. What's a movie that like I'm interested in that we could watch as a family? So I like spent $5 and purchased one digitally so I'd have access to it. Since I looked over on the shelf, I'm like, I have nothing here that is like fun for the whole family.
Yeah,
like I've got,
my pain.
Yeah, I've got like no like four quadrant films here. So let me buy a movie on Movies Anywhere using my Google money or whatever.
Sure.
And then when we were in front of the piracy service, like put a movie on, and I'm just staring at the collection of every movie. Like they were categorized by like recent releases.
Oh yeah,
seeing like 100 movies that are on like current era streaming, new releases.
Wow,
it was overwhelming.
I'm sure.
Where it's like I picked a movie that like we almost saw at the theater 2 months ago.
Yeah,
because I'm like that I'm familiar with.
Right,
I don't have to sit here and be like, what's this? Like, like no, like
yeah, that is a big problem with watching movies anymore. Is you go on streaming and you have everything. Do you feel like spending half an hour trying to find anything?
And that's why going to the theater has been fulfilling. Is it's just like I have the time to see a movie today. Let me figure out which movie I want to see out of the 10 playing, and let me see if that one is playing at a day and time that I can see it.
Yeah, right. All those parameters. Works out, success. You watched a movie,
and that's the pre-work for the hobby we talked about.
There you go.
Nobody tells children that when they become adults and they have to seek out fun time, that the fun time itself is very minimal.
Oh yeah.
Compared to the amount of effort you have to put in to have that fun.
Takes work.
Even if it's something that you want to do.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's why again I have to put the barrier of all of my movies have to come from McKay's secondhand, or else I'm going to eat myself at a house at home and shelf space.
Imagine if you just bought all your Blu-rays off Amazon.
Oh. I had to stop.
Yeah, exactly.
I was doing that for a while. I was just like, oh, that's going out of print. Let me spend $5 plus $3.99 shipping.
Yeah,
and then you end up with a shelf full of movies that you're partially interested in. You're like, I just wanted to see that in case it went away. But it's just like that's not. Have you seen Begonia? I've never seen Begonia at the store.
Right, so it didn't happen.
Like Begonia doesn't make it to my grocery store. Like if you bring me Begonia, I will see Begonia. And my parents would be like, "Have you seen Roofman?" I'm like, "What is Roofman?" They're like, "Well, it's this movie. It's based on true events. Channing Tatum plays this guy who broke into a Toys R Us and lived there." I'm like, "That sounds like a fine time," but it's also just like, I've never what is Roofman? I've never seen.
Did you make that up?
Then,
Channing Tatum.
I mean, that's like now I know how I feel when I come to people just like greatest movie I've ever seen, and then I'm just like Roofman. Like, what is Roofman?
Right.
Like that's not current. Like that's not currently in the Netflix top 10. That's not on the homepage of Prime.
Right.
Like where did you find this movie? And I'm like, find this movie. Like I live these. Like,
yes. Right.
This is who I am, like for better or for worse. That's why it's just like that's why I host a show called Book Club for Movies, which just like we need to start treating movies more like we treat everything else.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like we've lost the shareable aspect of the medium.
Okay.
Where like we can have these conversations as opposed to like, have you seen Game of Thrones? And there's always 3 people that are like, yes, and there's always one person that says like, I'm blank episodes in, and then you can't have the discussion.
It's cut off
because they're just like, because we have this artificial limiter now that everything's on streaming to say like yes, it's a water cooler show, and the water cooler ended 10 years ago. Or whatever. It's just like, but you can't talk about it because this person also has to go through binging it exclusively for 6 months, as opposed to a movie. We were in and out in 2 hours, and we had this conversation, and we can have parts of this conversation with other people, sell them on it, and they're only out 2 hours.
Right.
And our conversation is our conversation, and it's not dragging them down for 6 months.
Yeah, right.
Like there are some movies where it's like best part of this movie. It's 30 minutes in, as opposed to anytime anybody tries to tell me on a TV show, they're like 4 episodes in, it gets really good.
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, so we're talking 4 hours I've got to dedicate to it's coming.
Until it gets good.
Until it gets good.
Right. Yeah.
We on vacation. We watched. I'm gonna mispronounce it.
Do it.
We watched Pluribus.
Okay.
The Vince Gilligan's new show on Apple.
Oh, I'm not familiar, but okay.
Yeah, it was his cash-in project.
Okay.
After Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad,
which both ended over 10 years ago.
Better Call Saul ended 3 years ago.
Oh,
2-3 years ago.
Cut that.
And so it was his next thing.
Okay.
And it's also his first thing, not connected to Breaking Bad,
those guys,
the greater universe. It stars the woman who plays Kim.
Oh,
she's the lead,
but she's a different character. Okay.
And the premise is that overnight, 99.9% of the world becomes a hive mind.
Okay.
There's an alien bacteria that we modulate into a DNA.
Huh.
And the DNA somehow spreads into everybody overnight.
Their hive mind is they're all working towards one purpose?
They're all one consciousness.
Okay.
Overnight.
Wow.
And she and our main character, Kim, the woman played by Kim, Rhea Seehorn. I can't remember now. I can't remember the character's name. Carol.
Right.
Carol's the character's name. She is one of 11 people in the entire world that, for one reason or another, didn't join the consciousness.
Oh, wow.
And the first episode is a horror film.
Okay.
Because she's living through the events of everybody seizing out and becoming the group consciousness.
Wow. Okay.
So, planes crash, cars crash, people die because they're all becoming one consciousness.
Wow.
And some people just don't take. Some people just die as a part of the process.
Oh, okay.
It's like 9 episodes.
The whole show?
The one season.
Okay.
It's a streaming show. So the next season won't be out for 2 to 3 more years. And it stopped airing last year.
Okay.
And I'm like, that was good. But I can't, I'm not going to sell you on, be like, it's 9 hours of your life. You get no resolution.
Okay.
You only have questions.
Yeah.
You got to wait 2 to 3 more years to pick up the rest of it.
That is a problem.
That's why it's the whole thesis behind this is treat movies like books.
Okay, yeah.
Of just being like, what do you do with a book? You read it and you share it, and even better, if you have it in your hands, you can give it to somebody and say, you can read this.
Right, yeah. And it's the whole package, the whole story.
I saw something on our trip that I meant to tell you about, and it is peak I am the only one with this psychosis.
Oh, okay.
The house we stayed at not only marketed smart TVs because they pay for a piracy service.
Right.
They marketed a Blu-ray player, and I had no idea what they were going to have. Are we talking top of the line? Are we talking bottom shelf?
It's a crapshoot.
So I brought when we go on trips, I bring the one I got at Salvation Army for $10. It's not a great Blu-ray player, but also will play a Blu-ray.
You need a Blu-ray player,
and it cost me $10.
Yeah,
so
right.
It's I can't sneeze and find one of these for $10.
Yeah.
So I brought it with me, and it was a 3D Blu-ray player. And I'm like, it's not a 3D TV.
Okay.
I was like, I don't know where you found this.
Yeah.
And to show that, again, I feel completely separated from people when I talk about movies, is on top of it, Ben, they only had HD DVDs. Just a stack of those red HD DVDs. And I'm like, that tells me for a fact nobody has put any... Most of them were sealed.
No kidding.
I don't know where you found these. Like a new sealed.
Wow.
Like, 2001: A Space Odyssey HD. Like, where did you find these?
Sitting on top of a 3D Blu-ray player.
It would be harder to find these.
Yeah, right.
Like if you had DVDs on top, I would understand.
Oh, sure, yeah.
HD DVDs? Do you mean to tell me that somehow this person existed in modern society and typed in, what's the thing this thing plays? The Blu-ray player? I know, HD DVD, and bought a lot on eBay or whatever.
Right, all sealed. Wow. That is pretty funny.
It's just like, so that tells me nobody's used this thing.
Oh, no.
I didn't even use it because we used the piracy service.
Right, yeah. That's probably what everyone says. Oh, everything's just right here. I'll just do that.
Everything's right here.
The HD DVDs will stay sealed.
Like I called my mom over. I'm like, do you know what these are? And she said, yeah, they're for that thing. And I'm like, no.
This is my area of expertise, Mom. Actually,
you lived through this.
Yeah.
Read in the conversation, you're just like, I'll just wait to see what wins between these two formats.
Yeah. Wow, that is pretty funny.
I think I've got a picture of it because I legitimately could not believe that. Because I've never seen that many HD DVDs in general. Yeah.
Well, and like you said, it'd be one thing. Wow, and a Wii game
they had
on
a
top?
Wii.
Okay.
They had a Wii. They marketed having a Wii. We played Wii one night with other people's Miis.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Because we're not going to go through the process of making a Mii for each of us.
It'd be an hour.
So I found somebody that me version of my dad could pass me version of my mom, could pass me version of my wife.
Oh, okay.
And then just right there on the front page, they had this ugly one with jowls named Chud.
Oh.
And so I was Chud all night.
I'm Chud.
And so the rest of them could pass as the me version for each other. And every time Chud would pop up, my dad would just laugh hysterically, as if I had made it.
Right.
As if he wasn't in the room, where I was just we're gonna play Wii Sports. I got pick somebody that everybody can immediately recognize as themselves.
Right.
Chud.
You're
fine.
just Chud.
Go with it.
Right.
Chud's shooting the 9-iron on this par 3.
Yeah. That's pretty funny. But yeah, like you said, it'd be one thing if they had some cheap DVD player and a bunch of cheap DVDs on top.
That's
but it's
normally what it is.
Right, but it's they somehow were a little bit into the hobby, probably just accidentally. They end up with this niche Blu-ray player.
Yeah.
And then the opposing niche.
Because my dad was
DVDs.
like, they got a good deal on those. I'm like, it would be hard. They had to seek these out. Nobody accidentally buys a stack of HD DVDs.
Right.
If anything, they cost more
than
buying the Blu-ray version, because at least those are in circulation.
Totally. I wonder if they found them at a yard sale or something. They just saw, these are movies.
Right. These are HD movies for our HD format player.
Well, and you have to think, how many people even have that concept in mind of an HD DVD? Most people, because you and I are into movies.
Right.
The average person probably thinks, oh, this is a movie. I need some kind of black box that can play this.
Right.
Here you go.
I mean, DVDs outsell Blu-ray and 4K every year.
Oh, I believe it.
It's I want to say 70%. I think it might be either 60 or 70% of all movie sales are still DVD.
Yeah.
Because I guess people just don't notice the difference.
I think they probably don't. People figure, I need some kind of disc that's got a movie on it.
And that's what shocks me is when you see the price. We talk about the price of Blu-rays. I'm not I me going to Walmart and seeing Begonia, and I'm I'm not spending $30 to see if I want to watch Begonia again.
Right.
And then right next to it is a new DVD that costs $19.99. I'm I'm not spending $20 on a DVD.
It's insane.
480p.
Yeah.
It's not going to have any special features.
Right.
I need that commentary I'm not going to listen to.
Oh, yeah. You need it.
I need it.
Mm-hmm. You paid for it.
I paid for it.
So.
It's mine. It's my right to ignore it.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you all for joining us. I have no idea, again, if this is going to be one my level edited video or if I'm going to break this up into a couple different segments from this session. But did you have a good time?
It was a great time. It was a pleasure. I'm looking forward to doing it again. I love talking about movies, I love having a platform to talk about movies.
I've never been happier. Anyway, thank you all so much for joining us on this week of Book Club for Movies. We'll see whenever this comes out, but until then, have a great week.
Thanks.
Oh, I thought you were... No. Now we can't do it.
We can cut it.
No, we can't cut it.
Yeah, it was great. Okay. Awesome.
Now you see what it feels like, where it's just like, it's fun.
It is fun, yeah.